Morning, guys. Welcome to Cruising with Kevin. Like always, make sure you like, subscribe, share me around on social media. Cruising with Kevin on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Yeah, so today I'm in Tucson, Arizona again, where I went to the duct tape drags. You can see I'm sitting out the window here because my door doesn't open after my truck got in a little fender bender. That'll be a future video, or maybe one before this. We'll see how this goes. But so I'm going to show you what's going on here today. I'm going to pick up a car to help somebody out. Okay guys, so if you guys watch Pole Barn Garage's channel, I'm picking up the SkyGoat here. So I'm at TheeTravisB's house here. He's another YouTuber. So that's where the car got left while he was kind of waiting to come back and get it. So I'm just gonna pick it up for him, do him a little favor there and save him a bunch of driving and whatever else, since I was down here anyways. So let's go check it out. Runs as good as when he left it here, huh?
Yeah, barely. Just some brake clean because that battery's about
okay. All right, guys, this is the SkyGoat he had here. So just pretty much left it where it sits here. So I'm gonna try to get it fired up here so we can get it loaded on the trailer. You have to throw a battery in it, but the battery's kind of weak here, so it's gonna get a little carb cleaner or something that we can maybe get her to fire with. So it's a pretty long car actually. It's gonna take up a good chunk of the trailer here, so see what we can do here. But yeah, this thing's probably heavier than it looks, I would imagine. All right, we got Travis here loading her on the trailer. I'm just gonna guide him on here. Should be good, have lots of room here. It, said that car's pretty long. I guess still should have tons of room on there, but as long as I guide him on the trailer to the point where he's actually straight. She's kind of cool this morning, so it's got a little bog to her. we're good there. We're pretty close.
Is that good?
That's a deceptively long car, huh?
Yeah, did you hear something? I swear I heard.
No, I don't think so. Just the ramps clunk a little bit. Oh, should be good. The thing. So normally I would go around the rear here, but he's got this super nice quick performance rear with some fresh paint, so I don't want to scratch that all up. So I'm gonna see if we can maybe go around the frame somehow here. Even if I had wheel straps, the wheels don't have big enough holes to go through them anyway, so let's see what we can figure out here. Might be able to go around the frame here. All right, so getting loaded up here, just getting ready to leave here. It was stored at this guy's place, so tell us about yourself here a little bit.
Yeah, Dalton stored his SkyGoat here. My channel name is TheeTravisB. The Dalton Pole Barn Garage took a SkyGoat from Missouri all the way down here for the duct tape drags, and then had the whole event, but it was overheating a lot. So he didn't want to leave it there, or he didn't want to drive it back because he could have problems. So he left it here at my house for a bit. And now he's coming to pick it up. Hopefully it makes it there nice and safe.
So what did he end up driving back?
He bought a car off of me that I had. He bought a 79 T-Bird off of me. It was a good car, actually. I think he thought it wasn't going to make it.
I think everybody thought he wasn't going to make it.
But I knew it was a good car, and he didn't have a lick of trouble out of it. So that's what he took back to Missouri.
Cool. Yeah, sounds good. So yeah, that's TheeTravisB, right? On YouTube?
Yeah.
So double E.
Yep.
So check him out, you guys. Appreciate helping load me up here and everything. So I'm going to get on the road here and maybe actually make it to his place tomorrow.
You're actually here on a nice day when it's actually cloudy and rainy.
Yeah, it's a little bit overcast. Last time I was here, it was for the duct tape drags and it was like 110 degrees. So,
well, it was 104, but it felt like 110 on the tarmac.
Yeah.
It was rough.
I think track temperatures were like 150 that day or something. It was pretty wild, but there were still some people going fast though.
It was raunchy.
It was, yeah. It was really uncomfortable.
Raunchy. Yeah.
And I wore a Ricky Bobby suit all day, so he probably saw me. Yeah.
I saw you.
So
I didn't even know that was you. You wore the Wonder Bread suit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
all right.
I was stayed out of the sun rays, but not out of the heat.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna get on the road here. Thanks for helping me load up, buddy.
No problem.
All right, guys. So I loaded up Dalton's car there, or I guess Travis loaded it up there. So yeah, got it ready to go there. Kind of BS with him a little bit there. I always talk to everybody just because, again, that's my personality, so I'm always pretty yacky or whatever, and I'm always curious how people are doing things or whatever, or what type of equipment they're using and stuff like that. I'm always trying to learn something from somebody when I'm around somebody that knows more than me, so that was kind of cool. He's got some cool projects that he's working on, so make sure you guys check out his channel. Like I said earlier there, it's TheeTravisB on YouTube there, so he's got some cool stuff there, actually. Kind of cool guy to buy some stuff from too, so I saw a couple things out there. I was like, be kind of neat to work on, but I need a real shop before I start committing to any bigger projects, because I know if I go down the rabbit hole, I'll get attached to things, and then I'll want to keep them, and then when I want to keep them, and then I'll end up wanting to fix them, and you know how that all goes. So, but yeah, seems like I didn't want to scratch up his Dalton's rear there. He's got a nice quick performance 9-inch in it there, so I didn't want to scratch that up. So I had some straps with me. I had one big strap and a couple smaller ones, so I just threw a couple straps around the axle there. I'll check it in a little bit here. I did throw chains over the front A-arms there. He has shocks in the middle, and there's usually room to throw a chain in the middle of the A-arm there. You can just kind of hook it to the middle of the A-arm where the hole is, but there was no room to do that on his car, so I actually wrapped it around the A-arm and snugged it down. It should be fine. I'll double check it when I stop there, but don't think it'll be a problem. So yeah, back on the road, I guess. All right, guys, first stop here. I just stopped to check all the straps and everything on the car, making sure everything was okay for that. And wanted to make sure before I hit the road again. I pulled it a couple hours there or whatever. It didn't seem like it had moved, but I thought I'd better just double check anyway. So just, a little tension strap there. Everything's good. So gonna hit the road here again. Since I actually don't have at least a direct side wind this time, it's all in the weeds. So I don't know why, but this truck's been doing better on fuel loaded than empty lately for some weird reason. But that'll be another problem. It's got a new vibration or whatever too. So yeah, I'll do that. Running into a tree didn't help that, I'm sure. But it was pretty cool actually. It's kind of looking. It's got a lot of good parts in it. It's actually like a pretty neat car. They're like, it's deceiving when you look at it. You look at it there. It doesn't look like it's that big, but this is a pretty big car actually. It's got a lot of like room where the trunk space is back here lengthwise, so super cool. I'm actually starting to kind of like this thing a little bit. Have you ever been to an auction when if a tractor or a vehicle or something is really bad and then they're like, ooh, look at them tires. Yeah, that's what's up. Man, he's even got the Firebird center caps there. Snazzy. This thing's got some good parts though. He's got some nice exhaust on it. He's got a quick performance 9-inch. He's got a new drive shaft. A little bit of rust there, but you're not going to get away from that with a car of this age, especially not a Missouri car, but some nice dual exhaust on it there. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it looks actually fairly solid here. This would be like curious to see what he's going to do with it once he gets it back up there, but I like the hood too. I'm digging it. It's actually been raining the whole time through Arizona and heading back into New Mexico here, and there's actually a rainbow, which is probably unusual, I would think, around here. All right, next stop before it gets dark, just getting some more fuel here. Trying to pick it up while it's as cheap as possible, because there's like places where it's like 50 to 80 cents more a gallon, which is quite a bit. If you drive quite a bit, you know that adds up. So get some gas at Love's here where it's kind of as cheap as possible here. So gonna fuel up and hit the road, but everything's okay. Nothing's really moving around or anything like that. So just gonna top her off and get back at it. Went through a pretty good rainstorm back there, so you can see the hood of his car there. Not my fault, Dalton. That's all from the dusty desert and massive rainstorm I just went through. It's like, how is it a rainstorm in the middle of the desert the one time I come through here? Here's something interesting. I was getting gas and I noticed this on the premium pump. This device has been found to be incorrect and must not be used for a commercial purpose until it's been repaired and replaced. I wonder how they figured that out, because this is a fairly new Love's here. So interesting. Of course, the crazy wind came back here, so it's like you can see over there it's raining pretty good actually. Maybe I'll actually start heading northeast and get a bit of a tailwind. It looks like it's coming that direction, so stop burning so much fuel here. So, if you'll notice over my shoulder there, I kept remembering I had to go do something. I just couldn't remember what it is. Aha! The rainstorm and the open front window that's probably soaking my entire bed in my camper right now. So there's that. I'm gonna have to find a place to pull over and go close that now, because it's just gushing rain down here. So looks like I'm going right into a massive rainstorm too. I'm not sure I'm gonna stop now. Oh, it's yipping at me because I had my signal light on there. All right, stop and assess how wet that is now. Okay, I'm going to go close the window there, but normally something like that would just take 2 minutes, because I would just jump out and go and open the tailgate, jump in the camper and close it. But because this stupid truck is smashed up, I can't go out the driver's side. And so of course I have a center console here. Oops. I have a center console here, and I always have a pillow on my armrest. So I have to move the pillow. Then I always have 2 drinks usually. So then I have to decide, where am I going to put these drinks where they're not going to spill? A couple of times I put them on the seat, and I sat on it last night and it broke the top off. Thank God I had drank it down a little bit already, because it would have flooded my truck. So now I got to figure out where to put those. And then I have to go across that side, because if you don't lift up the center console, I can't get out. I just can't, literally can't. I just can't jump across. I'd have to, I could, I guess, if I kind of like crawled over with these hands, so I'll just put my feet over and slide over, but crazy. So I'm going to go close that window now, because I'm hoping the curtain saved it from getting totally soaked in there. That's kind of sucky, but I'll go do that now and get back on the road. So got that crisis averted, but an actual full rainbow here. That's cool. What a day. All right, time to get back on the road here. Had to stop and get a quick little picture here. I wish the car was off the trailer. This is probably something that's like 1 in a million times to coming by here this would happen, but we got the rainbow in the background with Dalton's car looking sick there. It's pretty cool. So I just had to stop. You guys have been through this area, you know where this is. I've stopped here. I actually stop here almost every time I go by, and I wasn't ready for it when I came over the hill. I didn't realize it was going to be right there like that. So super cool that you could actually see it really good back there. It's actually, it's funny, even when I was pulling my Camaro there, how everybody stops and looks at the vehicle or whatever, you know, and same thing with Dalton's car here. You can still see the other end of the rainbow over my shoulder there, so super cool, man. All right, time to get back on the road here. So stopped and took a couple pictures there. I don't even remember what they call that place, but there's like a cool little lookout, and there's actually a museum around here somewhere. I drove right down there before. It's the actual missile testing area, but they wouldn't let you in, obviously. It's an actual real facility still. So what I was getting at earlier there, though, is it's interesting, like when I was pulling my car to the duct tape drags, and I haven't really had it out anywhere in a long time, right? Like really for forever. And it's pretty bright red, even though the paint kind of sucks. It does stand out pretty good or whatever. So it looks like, you know, like it's pretty noticeable, right? So I honestly thought people were just kind of noticing it because of the color. And when I ended up, you know, I would talk to some people there or whatever, and everyone's like, cool car or whatever, and I just thought, it's because of the color, and you know, you don't really see tons of third gens around in the wild. And then a friend of mine, he was talking to me, and he's like, think about it when you bought that car. So I bought that car around 2000, 2001-ish. So when you think about that, at that time, when I bought that particular car, that would have been like me seeing like a 69 Camaro or something, comparatively speaking. It was that long ago, right? And so really now when you think about it, even though we think of old cars as like kind of like what I've got behind me, like Dalton's car from the 60s or whatever, I mean, my car is built in 85. That's getting to be a pretty old car already. And I mean, I'm not saying there's not lots of them around still, but how many do you actually see just driving around or even getting hauled on a trailer for that matter? I mean, I make more miles than probably anybody. And I could say even like third gens, for example, which would be a way more common car than something like Dalton's. I only see third gens probably, you know, once a week, if that even. So that kind of puts that perspective. Most are probably sitting in people's garages, either rotted in people's yards, or they're too nice. People don't drive them unless it's like a special thing or whatever, or car show or something like that. So there's probably not a lot of in-between cars that people are just going to daily drive or whatever, right? So it's kind of interesting to think of it that way. But yeah, so anyways, guys, I'm getting back on the road here. I'm thinking that's maybe the end of the rain there, so should be smooth sailing from here on, so I'm gonna make some miles. If you've ever been through this area down by the White Sands here, White Sands Missile Range or National Monument or whatever, there's a little check station there, immigration check station, border patrol, whatever it is. And so usually they have, actually every single time I've ever been through there, they always have somebody there. And I slowed down and I rolled down my window. By the time I realized there was nobody there and they were just having a green light to kind of let people through. It was, they had one like a stoplight. There, I mean, it's so windy. I actually had no idea how windy it was until I opened my thing. That's crazy even. I'm just looking at the clouds here. Let me show you this. If you guys can kind of tell how fast those clouds are moving, but anyways, I opened up the window and my face just got sandblasted. There's so much sand here all over my dash and everything now, so that's nice. Man, it's actually a double rainbow now. I don't know if you guys can see that a little bit to the left of that rainbow there. It's crazy. This rainbow has been following me the whole way here today. Pretty cool. What a beauty day here, that's for sure. Even though it's crazy windy, if you actually look on the highway, it's hard to probably see in the video here, but there's actually like sand kind of stacking up on the highway from the White Sands back there. And it's like big chunks of sand, like huge chunks of sand, actually. So make some more miles here, guys. I just wanted to show you guys how much it rained here. It's like been like this the whole trip. Like this is crazy, all the way pretty much right from just outside of Tucson the whole way. I'm like, there's just lakes through here. I'm having to slow down quite a bit. I don't want to be like sucking water into mine or getting, I've got these taillights that I bought that for my trailer that are like magnetic, and I don't want to be getting them wet because every time they get wet I have to return them because the case isn't sealed very good, and then they get water inside them, so that probably happened already, but whatever. All right, it's starting to get dark now, so I've never actually, I mean, not that I can remember it recently anyways, not in a long time anyways, I haven't been either on this highway at all or not in a very, very long time, but I'm pretty sure I've never been on this highway. So this goes straight north from Alamogordo and it cuts across and goes towards like Liberal, Kansas that way. So it kind of comes out, I guess by Santa Rosa-ish, somewhere down there. But yeah, I don't think I've been on the other part of it, north of like Santa Rosa that way, but not this part. So just try to get out of here before it gets dark here. Have a crazy storm going on there. Kind of went through it a couple times here, but it looks like it's either to the east and coming this way, or else we're gonna kind of just skirt the edge of it here. So we had weather warnings on the map here, so hopefully not anything crazy. I don't really want to go through anything with this car behind me, so not my car, so I'm just trying to get it to its rightful owner there. Pretty gnarly storm here though. It's been like I said the whole way, all the way from Tucson to just north of Alamogordo here, so keep on trucking, guys. So as it would turn out, this car is a rain magnet, because from the time I left Tucson all the way to Santa Rosa, it's been pouring rain, like to the point where you couldn't see for a while. That was, yeah, it's getting pretty gnarly there. So stopping for fuel, I'm probably going to drive another, I don't know, I drive pretty late usually when I'm cruising or whatever, but yeah, I'll probably drive till 2 in the morning or something. It's probably another 4 hours. I think it's maybe like 10-ish right now, so make some miles there and then drop this thing off tomorrow and head home and do some more work and yeah, see the family for a brief little bit and then get back to work there. So that's the plan anyways. So far so good there. Everything's working okay here, so that's good. I'm gonna check all the chains and binders again here or whatever, but man, that thing looks good back there. I like it. Not sure I could have picked any worse of a day to be bringing this home for him. Hopefully when I get to his place there, it's not raining tomorrow, but man, it's just been massively downpouring here. Like, I don't know if you can kind of tell in the video here, but it's worse than it looks in the video probably. It's like most of the way for the last probably 200 miles there, you could barely see anything. It's wild. So, just gonna keep on trucking here, and I said it's, I don't know, my time at home there in Oklahoma anyways is like just after 12 o'clock, so probably drive a couple more hours, 2 or 3 hours, and then crash for the night and finish it off tomorrow, drop off the car, and then head back home. And said I gotta get back to work here, so that's the plan. All right, guys, we're at day 92. Just kidding, it feels like day 92 though, of my journey of being on the road here. So I've been on the road so much lately, it feels like I'm never home anymore. So I had to come and get a couple little pictures here and pull over and have a little bite to eat or whatever. I'm gonna get back on the road, but man, look at this. Doesn't that just suit this car? It's like the era of about the same time when grain elevators were really popular. In Canada, they used to be huge. There's actually still quite a few around in the United States here, which is surprising actually, but they don't bulldoze things down as much as they do in Canada for whatever reason. So super cool. But yeah, making some miles. If you guys watched the news, I went through Roswell last night, and I kind of showed in the video here, but not tons of video of it because it was like so hard to drive and record at the same time, kind of pay attention. But man, the National Guard got called in there last night. Like 300 people had to be rescued. It was like crazy. And you know how people are too, like even when I was driving down the highway in some of these towns along the way, and there's like low level swales there for the water to cross, and you know I'm going through at like 2 miles an hour, and people are coming through going like 60, and it's like instantly water locking their engine, right? So just stuff like that. So but yeah, sounds like somebody actually died. There was like 30 people in the hospital. Pretty gnarly actually. So, and I said it rained all the way from Tucson right to pretty much the Oklahoma border there. It was crazy. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna get back on the road, guys. All right, guys, last leg of the journey. It's a busy road over here. It's loud. So yeah, just about there. Just had to stop and take a little stretch here, and yeah, I'll be there in about 15 minutes or so here. So I'm gonna head over there now. Yep. Yep, should be good. Just go really slow. It's just about hitting the exhaust. Just go slow. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, yeah, that's what our house looks like too. She's a beaut, Clark. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I'm back home now. Didn't record too much when I was over there. I just kind of hung out a little bit with them, and yeah, just like I said, I was just kind of kind of coming home anyways from that sort of general direction, and he's not too far from me and it wasn't too far from where I was, so I figured I'd just pick it up and give him a hand to just get it home a little quicker so he wouldn't have to deal with that and whatever. So no big deal anyway. So that's kind of it for that adventure for now. Yeah, I didn't show it in the video very well there because it was like, I mean, it was so dark and it was hard to see, but I went through like probably one of the gnarliest like rainstorms and thunderstorms that I've ever been in. If you guys watch the news at all, you see that the Roswell, New Mexico there. So I went through there like probably 2 hours before it really, I mean, it was bad already. It rained pretty much almost from about 20 minutes outside of Tucson all the way to pretty much into Oklahoma there. It was crazy, pretty crazy, but yeah, so they ended up getting flooded out. They had to call the National Guard in there, and that was the night I went through there. Actually, people were stranded. One person had died, I think. There was 30 people in hospital. Like, it was pretty gnarly. So yeah, kind of pretty happy. I seem to just barely skirt that stuff all the time when I'm traveling around. So, but that's gonna do it for this week's video, guys. Appreciate you guys following along there, and yeah, it was a pretty good trip there. Nice to meet some of these guys. Like Travis, so it was the first time I had met him. TheeTravisB there. He's on YouTube as well and Instagram. Check him out. He's got a really cool channel. I just watched a video of his which I thought was super cool. I just had told him that he's got like a Will It Run video that was a crane, like an old crane from like the 40s. That was super cool. So that was actually, I think I told him, I said, like, out of all the videos I've watched, that was like the coolest Will It Run I've ever seen. So I thought that was cool. So check out his channel too. And yeah, make sure you guys check out Dalton's channel there. Obviously probably everybody that's seen his channel already knows this car. So yeah, that's what it was anyway. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, share me around social media, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.